I'm also trying to record this. Um, the benefits of filing PCT application is under regular Paris Convention. If you feel once you file application in India, you have to file application in all across the world within 12 months. And if you choose to select about 10 countries to file an application, it costs around 10 to 15 lakhs, which is a huge amount, right? So to get a better uh, evaluation of your invention, whether you get a patent granted or not, it is required for you to have an international search report conducted by a international search authority, which is authenticate you, and that search authority will evaluate it and provide you an international search report between 16th month when you file a PCT international application. And your time frame will be extended from 12 months. Under Paris Convention it will be 12 months, but it will be extended to 20, 30, 31 months. Certain countries in European region like Luxembourg and all, about 6 countries in that 155 list has 20 months as due date for filing applications. Rest all others has either 30 or 31 months where you can file a national phase application and get it protected. If your search report is positive, you can go for more number of countries. If your search report is negative, you will choose only 3-4 countries, and you will not waste your money on filing and processing your patent application in all other countries. I think one more member joined. Welcome, Sucheta. I was talking about PCT International application. Sucheta, are you able to hear me? Yes, no? If you are unable to use your mic, can you put it in a chat box? Anyways, we have a recorded version of this also, so let her go through this. So what I was saying is, by filing a PCT international application, you not only get a international search report and written opinion about your invention, but also you'll get more time frame, like 20 months in 6 European countries, and rest of 149 countries, 30, 31 months is the time frame that you'll get for filing patent application. Now, the office which takes the application is called the receiving office. Wherever you file an application, that is called a receiving office. Receiving office for PCT international application can be national office or international bureau. Directly you can file at international bureau, or your patent office, whichever country you are there. You can file your own patent office. You can file this application. In India, we have 4 receiving offices: Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, and Kolkata. As well as we can also file online. Instead of going to the regular patent offices, we can also file application online. Then the languages, you can file in one single language. Language is allowed in English, Chinese, Arabic, French, German, Japanese, Korean. WIPO has time and again has increased the number of languages that can be filed for PCT international application. If you're filing a paper application, then it has to be in triplicate form. 3 copies you need to send across. you need to provide request form, PCT request form RO101, that is the PCT international application form. Along with that, complete specification, which includes one or more claim, drawings and abstract. And the payment of prescribed fee if you are filing through an agent, the power of attorney. And more importantly, you should be at least the applicant, at least one applicant should be the national or domicile of one of the PCT member countries. If you are not member of PCT member countries, you can't file a PCT international application. Now let us see the timelines. So first application you will be filing in your home country, that is 0 month. The month when you file the application, it's called 0 month. From 0 month to 12 months. This 12 months is prescribed under Paris Convention. Under Paris Convention, PCT has been evolved from Paris Convention. So within this 12 months, where if you want to file a foreign application, you need to file a PCT international application. Once you file a PCT international application, all 155 countries members to the PCT are automatically protected to you. Then see, at the time of filing PCT international application, you don't require to pay any fee, international application fee. 13th month, between 12th and 13th month, you need to pay PCT fees due for transmission of search report and all. And then between 13th to 16th month, between 16 to 18 months, PCT international search report will be given, stating that your invention is novel, non-obvious, or has utility and all that requirements, whether it is met or not. If it is not met, why it is not met, what are the prior art existing, that search report will be given. Based on it, you can amend your specification, and after 18 months, it will be published. And 19th month, you can make your amendment. Article 19 amendment, you can make between 18 to 20 months. And then first national phase exists for that 6 countries which are in European region, Luxembourg and all. That can be done at 20th month. However, if you are not satisfied with international search report, you can make a PCT international preliminary examination request, demand for preliminary examination between 20 to 22 second month. Once you make that request, at 28 to 30th month, you will get PCT international preliminary examination report in addition to the search report. And if you have made any amendments, that amendments will be considered, and a final report will be given at 28th month. And then at 30th month and 31st month, you need to go to national phase entry. National phase, 30 months, some of the national phases entries are there. 31 month, third national phase entries. So there are 3 national phases entries. 20 months, there are 6 countries. 30 months, there are some countries. 31 months, there are some countries. Now, there are for Indian applicants, international search authority. Every country has international search authorities. For Indians, there are 7 countries are considered to be the search authorities: US, Europe, Australia, Sweden, Austria, China, and India are the international search authorities for Indians. If an Indian applicant has to file a PCT international application, he has to choose among these 7 countries as their search authority. Once such others, US, Europe are considered to be highly authentic, and the charges are also quite huge, around $2,000 or 2,000 euros they charge for doing the search. Whereas Sweden and Austria also at par with Europe. However, China and Australia are a bit low. India charges you only 10,000 rupees for doing international search. The international search report contains the prior art documents, patent applications, patent granted patents. X is most relevant document. Y is not that relevant, but related technology like that. There are some codification of documents will be there. That documents will be cited. Technical areas where it is searched. List of all relevant prior art. Reasons in case sometimes the international search authority will not be able to do the search. When it doesn't unable to do the search, it provides the reasons for not conducting the search. And along with the search report, it also provides written opinion, which gives opinion on novelty, non-obviousness, and industrial applicability. Then chapter 1 of international phase, international phase has two chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Chapter 1 talks about amendment of claims. Once the international search report has been given, and based on the international search report, you want to amend the claims, you are allowed to do that under Article 19. You can only amend the claims, not the description and drawings, nothing. Only the claims can be amended under Article 19. That can be filed in response to international search report and written opinion. It has to be filed with International Bureau, not with the International Search Authority. The International Search Authority, once it gives the international search report, there ends the matter. Again, you can't go and ask them to reconsider their search report and all. That is not possible. Once they give the search report, that is end. Then the Article 19 amendment will be published. You don't require to pay any official fees for filing Article 19 amendment under Chapter 1. Then there is what is called Chapter 2, Article 34 amendments. Article 34 amendments will be done after issuing international preliminary examination report. The Article 34 amendment, you can amend not only claims but also description, drawings, everything can be amended under Article 34. It has to be filed with demand or during international preliminary examination report, along with the demand of international preliminary examination report, or while doing international preliminary examination report, you can file it. It will not be published. You need to pay official fees for making this amendment under Article 34. Now, the context of PCT, as I said, Article 19 of Paris Convention provides for member states to make special arrangements for protection of industrial property between themselves. So PCT is nothing but one such agreement which provides under Article 19 of the Paris Convention. Now, the difference between traditional patent system based on Paris Convention and PCT, for local patent application, first you file a local patent application in India, followed by 12 months, followed within 12 months by multiple foreign applications claiming priority under Paris Convention. You will be claiming priority under Paris Convention and file multiple foreign applications within 12 months. If you cross 12 months, you can't do it. Within 12 months, you need to do it. Multiple formality requirements, multiple searches, multiple publications, multiple examinations, and multiple prosecution of applications. Translation and national fees are required before that 12 months. If 12 months is crossed and you have not paid the translation and national fees, then your application will be abandoned. Suppose you want to file an application in China, Japan, UAE, and some other countries, Russia. So China, you need to file Chinese specification. Russia, you have to file Russian. Japan, Japanese. UAE, Arabic. All 4 languages you need to translate before 12th month. It is a technical techno-legal document. The specification has to be translated into exact wordings. That is very difficult. 12 months time is not possible. But there is no other go under Paris Convention. However, under PCT system, there are some regionalizations like ARIPO, EAPO, EPO, OAPI. There are some regional patent systems. That regional patent systems also you can file under traditional patent system. However, PCT, it is different. PCT, you file one single application in one single language for all 155 countries. One single publication will happen. One single international search report will be given. Based on that, you can choose on number of countries. Now, history of PCT. In September 1966, the Executive Committee of International Paris Union for Protection of Industrial Property, that is Paris Convention Executive Committee, invited by BIRPI. BIRPI is, before WIPO has started, this organization has existed and this has been taken over by WIPO. They invited Paris Convention to undertake a study for solution to reduce the duplication of efforts both for the applicants and the national patent offices. FC, each country does its own examination. Each country does its own filing and processing things. So to avoid this duplication, they want a study to be done by Paris Convention. In 1967, a draft of international treaty was prepared by BIRPI and presented to Committee of Experts. In 1970, June 1970, treaty was adopted and Patent Cooperation Treaty has been made. Patent Cooperation Treaty entered into force on 24th January 1978. Though the treaty has been signed in 1970 June, it has been entered only on 24th January 1978 and became operational on 1st June 1978 with initial 18 contracting states. With only 18 contracting states, 1st June 1978, the first application has been filed. Now, certain terminology. Patent is a territorial right. Patent right is enforceable only in the country where it is issued. Though under PCT international application, you are filing PCT international application, that doesn't mean that you get all 155 countries a patent. It is only a filing procedure, not a grant of a patent. Each country is sovereign itself and each country will grant separately. Then designation of a country, selection of a country in PCT request form where the applicant want to obtain the patent, that is designation. Earlier, now people are doing, there is no designation fees. Earlier there was a designation fees. So people used to designate only those countries which they want to file patent applications. But now, since there is no designation fees, all 155 countries are designated. Then election, selection of a country out of designated in the PCT preliminary examination form request from where the applicant want to obtain is what is called election of a country. Then search, an important part of patent application, examination to check whether the invention is novel or not. Then priority date, the date of disclosure of the invention, the protection for the invention starts from the priority date. So when you have first disclosed it, in whichever country you have disclosed it first, that is the priority date. Then international filing date, this is quite important. Even in the Indian context, we have seen it. The date of filing of an international application and its priority date for the, it is the priority date for the invention and also date of application for designated countries. So for designated countries and for international application, that is the date as a priority date, not your original disclosure. Then PCT treaty is an agreement for international cooperation in the field of patents. It is largely a treaty for rationalization and cooperation with regard to filing, searching and examination of patent application. PCT does not provide for grant of international patent. The task and responsibility of granting patent remains exclusively in the hands of the national patent offices, which are sovereign in its nature. The principal objective of PCT is to simplify and to render more effective and more economical in the interest of the users of the PCT system and the offices which have responsibility for administering previously established means for applying several countries the patent, the invention. These are the objectives. I will not read the objectives. It is both advantages. It has advantage to both applicant as well as patent officers. Let's directly go ahead with yeah. So time limits first we'll look in. The moment you get invention, you can directly file a PCT international application also. There is no necessity for you to file national application and then PCT international application. If you want to directly file, if you are an Indian citizen, then Form 25 foreign filing request required to be filed by you, and then you need to directly file PCT international application. Otherwise, you need to file first application in India, wait for 6 weeks, and then file a PCT international application. You don't require to wait for 12 months time. Once you file application in India and 6 weeks lapse, then you can directly file. If within 6 weeks you want to file a PCT international application, then you need to make a foreign filing for permit request under Form 25, and then once you have a foreign filing permit, then you file a PCT international application. Once you file a PCT international application with the receiving office can be your national patent office or a regional office. In Europe and Africa, there are regional patent offices. They can act as regional receiving offices, or international bureau itself can be receiving office. Once a patent application has been received by international bureau, you get international filing date, and then the application will be forwarded to International Search Authority. International Search Authority will conduct a search and transmit the international search report to International Bureau. And if you have made a demand for international preliminary examination, International Preliminary Examining Authority will also send you International Preliminary Examination Report or International Preliminary Patentability Report that will be sent to International Bureau, and International Bureau will communicate to the applicant and all national offices, and it will be also published. And then international bureaus transmits this international application to various national offices. At that stage, you require to file any translations that are required by national offices. Till then, you don't require any translations. Only when you designate, then the application will be forwarded to national offices. Otherwise, it will not be sent to national offices. Once it is sent to national offices review the international application process, and if they feel the patent can be granted, it will grant a patent directly. Some countries like Singapore and other countries where a positive international search report is there, they don't even conduct further examination. They directly stamp and give you a certificate. And some countries like South Africa, there is no formal examination. They directly grant a patent. So the timelines, if you see, 0 month is the priority date, and within 12 months you need to file international application. 16th month you'll get international search report and written opinion. 18th month it will be published. 22nd month you need to make demand for international preliminary examination, and 28th month it will be transmitted international preliminary examination report, and then 30th month it is the national phase entry, national phase region. That's about timelines. Yeah, Aparna, you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So there are critical time limits that, yeah.
So can we first file we can first file the provisional application and then we take a permission from and then we can file PCT, or we can directly file PCT, sir?
If you file a provisional application after 6 weeks, you can file a PCT international application. There is no problem.
Okay, and what will be the timeline, sir? We have to after that also when we
The 12 months timeline will not be extended if you file a provisional and complete after within 12 months, and then again 12 months you won't get it. The 12 months timeline for filing complete specification after filing provisional application is same for filing foreign applications and PCT international application also. So if you have filed a provisional application within 12 months, you need to file a complete specification, as well as for all foreign applications where you want to file a patent or a PCT international application. Is that clear? Yes, no?
Yes, and after 30 months, again it comes back to the national phase. So
Correct.
what is that, sir? Like if I'm Indian citizen?
Suppose, see, for Indian application, there is no national phase. For foreign applications, right? When you file a PCT international application, it is not for Indian application. You will be filing for foreign applications, right? Once you file Indian application and you want about 10-15 countries to be filed, say for example, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, Australia, Philippines, Vietnam, like that, about 10-15 countries you want to file. After filing application, you have only 12 months time to file all other foreign countries where you want to file under Paris Convention. But you are not sure whether your invention can be granted or not. You want some more time. Whether these 10-15 countries really you have market or not, also you are not sure. So instead of wasting money directly on 12th month, what you will do is you file a PCT international application and buy some more time to evaluate market as well as evaluate your invention, and then file application. Is that clear?
Okay.
So there are two important critical events. Number one, at 12th month from starting your first filing, whether provisional or complete, from first filing, 12 months time, you need to file PCT international application. That is very critical. And 30th month, large number of countries has 30th, some countries has 31. Canada has 48 months, UAE has 34 months. So there are variations, but largely 30 months is the thumb rule. You can keep it. 30 months is to enter national phase or not. If yes, which countries, where you need to file. And exceptionally, two other events. At 18th month, whether you want to get your international application published or not. If you don't want to publish, you make a request to the International Bureau not to publish it. They'll keep it secret. However, the reason need to be provided by you. And at 22nd month, whether you want to enter into chapter 2, that is international preliminary examination, or not, that you need to decide on 22nd month. These are the 4 critical time limits that you need to remember. Then choice of office and administration. Receiving office, you can file it either in international bureau or regional offices or national offices. These days it is online. All of this can be filed online. Instead of filing application in national office or regional office, which will anyways act as a post office and send the application to international bureau, you can directly file with international bureau online and save costs. Otherwise, if you file in your national office charge you some amount for transferring that application to international bureau. So to avoid that cost, you can file it in international bureau. Then choice of office for administering international search report and international preliminary examination. Every country will be given 6 or 7 countries as international search authorities and international preliminary examining authorities. For India, we have seen that US, Europe, Australia, Austria, Sweden, China, and India are the countries which are eligible for doing international search, which are acting as international search authorities and international preliminary examining authorities. Language of filing. Initially, there were only few languages, but now they have extended. Initially, there were only English, French, or German, but now they have extended to more languages. About 10 to 15 languages now available for international applicants to file. Translation is not required at the time of filing. However, when it is published or when it is gone to national phase, you need to file translation of the application, what you file in foreign language. Then designation. Designation of an agent or a common representative. It is not mandatory that you go with an agent, but you can always engage an agent. Agent can be engaged only to interact with international bureau or international search authority or international preliminary examination authority or all together. So either a general power of attorney or a specific power of attorney you can give. So what phases, who, where, when you need to file and to whom it will go. Transmittal fee will be taken by receiving office. In case you file in national offices or regional offices, the receiving office will take the transmittal fee to transmit the international application to international bureau. Then international filing fee. There is what is called international filing fee that is charged by international bureau. Then there is what is called international search fee. These 3 fees are required to be filed at the stage of filing. When you are filing PCT international application, you need to file 3 fees: transmittal fee, international filing fee, and international search fee. Then whether preliminary examination is optional, it is not mandatory. If you want to go ahead with preliminary examination report on 22nd month, you can choose that. And when you are filing demand for preliminary examination, you need to pay preliminary examination fee to the preliminary examination authority, international preliminary examination examining authority. Then handling fee required to be paid to international bureau. And then 30th month national phase applications. When you file again, national phase is optional. If you don't want to file national phase application, you don't require to pay any fee. If you file national phase application, whichever designated or elected offices, those offices you need to pay the national fee, including translation fee, examination fee, and grant fee, whatever it might be. Generally, international filing fee is due within 1 month from the date of filing. That is, once you file a patent application, it will be 1 month time frame will be given for you to file international filing fee. Then it has to be paid in Swiss francs. Then there is a reduction of 90% in case of individuals in international filing fee. PCT international filing fee will be reduced if you are filing as an individual. If you are filing as a legal entity, you need to pay 100%. If you are filing as a individual, then it is 90%. So file in your personal name, you get 10. You require to pay only 10%. Now, as on today, it is I think 1316 Swiss francs is what the international filing fee. If you file it as individual, it is 136 US dollars is what you get it. EPO also, European Patent Office also reduced 75% of fee in case you are individual. If you are a company, then you have to pay 100%. Otherwise, you need to pay only 25% of the fee to European offices, International Search Authority or International Preliminary Examination. Then refund of international filing fee and search fee possible under certain conditions. You can make a request to withdraw your application and ask refund of international filing fee and search fee in case you don't want to go ahead with your foreign applications. Normal circumstances, it will not be paid, but exceptional circumstances, it will be paid. Then what elements make up international application? Mode of filing, minimum requirements are obtaining international filing date, physical requirements, translation, accompanying documents, all that we'll see. The elements that make up international application is request form PCT RO 101. This form is mandatory. It will ask who is the applicant, who are the inventors, what is the title, what is the priority, if you are taking priority from other applications, priority date, priority application number, priority country, one or more claim, description, one or more claims, abstract, and where applicable drawings. In case sequence listings are there, sequence listing, and in case you have deposited biological material, the deposit of biological material references. Then it can be paper form or PCT easy or PCT safe. Now it is only PCT, ePCT is what earlier PCT easy and PCT safe were used. Now it is only ePCT. These three things have been paper and PCT easy and PCT safe have been discarded, and now only online applications they are taking up. At least one of the applicant must be have right to file within the receiving office. That means he should be a national or domicile in that particular country where he is filing, which is member to PCT treaty. An international application must be filed in language acceptable by the receiving office. International application must contain at least an indication that it is intended to international application, a request that has the effect of making all possible designations, name of the applicant, description, and claims. Formats, margins, size of characters, special conditions for drawings, all that remain same as for Indian application. Then translations, priority document. See, every PCT international application required to be filed along with a priority document. I think there is less than a minute. Any moment the Zoom connection will disconnect. I'll stop there and I'll again connect back. So priority document, you need to provide this document, you need to obtain. Priority document is your first filing document, whatever you have filed with national office, that document you need to obtain. Priority document is a certified copy that will be given by the national office where you have originally first filed. They put the stamp and then they provide the document. And then power of attorney, payment of fees, all these documents and everything required to be provided to receiving office or the International Bureau for filing. Then, as I said, there is Article 19 amendment. One opportunity to amend the claims only after the receipt of international search report and written opinion. Must be filed within 2 months from the transmitter of international search report and written opinion. It can be filed directly with International Bureau. Generally used to better define the provisional protection where available. Like it is